Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny Garaje. If you're interested on how I made this makeup look, the latte makeup look, make sure you stick to the end and let's get started. So before I start, if you're not really interested in a long form type of video, I actually made a short about this latte makeup tutorial. So if you're interested, this is the video right here. Just go into my page and go check it out. It's like 40 seconds and got you covered. So firstly, what I'm going to do is spray my face. You can use a finish spray, you can use any spray at all, just makeup spray. So I'm going to be using the Kiss Beauty Makeup Fix setting spray to spray my face first because you just want to make the face hydrated. So after that, I'm just going to go on with my face serum. You can use any face serum at all. Just remember that I'm trying to moisturize my face so that it can stay hydrated. While that is drying on my face, the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. I'm using a gel to just like comb my eyebrows so that they can stay in place. Before I go over with my foundation and everything, I like priming my face just to make everything stay in place. You don't want your makeup to be shifting or anything like that. So I'm going to be using my Rimmel London Stay Matte primer. I can't show you because it's kind of dirty. There's a lot of makeup stains on here. Now, since it's a latte makeup look, you're going to use products that are more of your shade and not too light. You're going to be using like 2 shades lighter, a shade lighter, foundation, concealer. You have to use something more warm, not something too flashy and out there. Just like the concealer that I used on my eyebrows, that's what I'm going to be using for my under eyes. And this concealer is like a shade lighter than my skin tone, and then for the concealer for my inner area, I'm going to use something that is 2 shades lighter. So basically you want to be using products that are 2 shades or a shade lighter than your skin, and something warm and not too, you know, flashy and out there, since it's a latte makeup look. You get me? Let's start with the foundation. The foundation I'm going to be using is View Beauty Pro Matte Foundation. It's a full coverage fresh glow foundation and it's in the shade Melanin 7. This is actually my favorite foundation because it blends very well and it's kind of like my skin tone. This is like a shade lighter than my skin tone. And you don't want to use too much product. You just want to go in with little, nothing much. It's kind of much, but still little. I feel like this latte makeup trend just started because I don't even know why this trend started, in all honesty. Since I saw a lot of people on Instagram going on with the latte trend thing, I was like, okay, let me try mine. Let's see how it goes. I feel like this latte makeup is more like a, how will I put it, brown skin, bronze skin, natural makeup look kind of thing. But it's cool anyways. I'm using the same concealer that I use for my brows for my T-zone areas, just to highlight my face. This concealer is Sleek Pro Concealer, and the other concealer I'm going to be using for my inner corner is going to be like 2 shades lighter, which is this. This concealer is Adventure Makeup Concealer. It's doing its work properly. Blended well. So the next thing I'm going to be going on with is my blush. Remember, it's a latte makeup look. You don't want something too flashy. You want something more warm and more like your skin tone. So I'm going to be going with an orange blush because orange is more like brown when you blend it. It's smooth. So I'm using the Divine Gold Makeup Lip Gloss. It's actually a lip gloss and it works pretty well as a blush, so there's no issue there. It's giving warm, it's giving brown. So after that, I'm going to go over with a darker shade of concealer for my contour. You just want to make it a little bit dark since everything is... You want to sculpture your face and you want to give it that more of brown latte look. So now we're not going to contour our nose because it's like a natural makeup look. I feel like contouring your nose is more, I don't know, it's too there. So contouring your nose is not really needed. So after contouring my face, what you need to go on with is your powder to just make everything matte. So I'm going to go over with a darker shade of powder on places that I concealed and highlighted, because I feel like baking is not really necessary, because I feel if you bake, it gives you too much powdery look. We're going for a more natural look, so I prefer just like patting the powder on your face without baking. Baking is not necessary, but if you feel like you're more comfortable with baking, then you can go with it if you want. But I'm not baking. I don't like baking. After using a darker shade of powder underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using a lighter shade at my inner corner area just to give it that kind of highlighted look. So I'll pat it here for it to correspond with what do you call it again, for it to correspond with the lighter shade of concealer I used the first time. The next thing I'm going to use is my orange blush, because I used an orange blush the first time, so we'll go over it with an orange blush the second time. Now before adding in finishing touches, we're going to start with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the same concealer that I used to highlight my brows or to conceal my brows. I'll use it on my eyelid to act as a base for my eyeshadow to sit. You can either use a concealer or an eyeshadow primer. I'll be using my Blossom eyeshadow palette and I'll be going over with the shade Ne. I'll be putting that above my crease line. Then I'll go over with the shade Fumi, which is a darker brown shade, and I'll put that at my outer corner. Then I'll just shift it into my crease line. I don't know if you can see. So after that, I'll go over with the shade Chisholm, and I'll just put that on my eyelid, which is the crease part here. Since this shade is the same shade with my brow bone side, I'm going to use it and just pat it over my brow bone side to set the concealer there. Voila! So after that, I'll go in with the shade Zite just to add some little bit of shimmer on my eyelid. So I'll just pat that here. That's a lot. I'll use that same shade and put that in my inner tear dot area. And this is my powder to just blend everything in. I'm going to line my lips with a brown pencil. Now I'll use a darker lip gloss. Then with a nude pink lip gloss, just a little, because you want it to be brownish and not too pinkish. Let me go on and add the finishing touches, then I'll come back. So we've come to the end of the video, guys. What do you think about the makeup? Let me know in the comment section below. So I feel like the point of this latte makeup look is more like a natural makeup, but more of using brown shades, nude shade. It's more of brown. And make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment anything just let me know about the makeup, and make sure you share also, and follow me on all of my social media handles, which is Janet Guaroje on all platforms. And I'll see you guys in my next one.